It's the Weekend Board Games Indigenous Peoples Day edition, because that's what today is. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Tubbs. This is Tubbs Plays Games. I'm Tubbs. Like I said, I play games, and I like games, so I talk about games. This is the Weekend Board Games. It's a weekly recap of everything I played in the past week. Real quick hits, just, hey, this is the game, this is who makes it, maybe a thought or two. Try to keep it short and sweet, and I never do. If you're watching this on TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram, please go to the other two that you're not on and subscribe, like, follow, comment, tell me what you played this week, tell me that you like my guitars, or whatever you want to say. I would love to hear from you. Also, Board Game Arena is a place where I play a lot of games. My name is J.R.R. Tubbs on Board Game Arena, and I would love to play some games with you, so hit me up. Let's get into the games of the week. Played some excellent games this week. We kicked it off with the Monday night game. For those who are new here, the Monday night game is essentially that every Monday night we try not to turn our television on after dinner. My son is always here with us on Monday, and so we try not to turn the TV on after dinner. And oftentimes him and I, sometimes my wife as well, wind up playing a board game to fill the time between dinner and when it's time to go up and shower and get ready for bed. So this week we played Fox in the Forest, an excellent two-player trick taker. I really don't understand why they've made a Fox in the Forest duel, because this was made for two players. But it's a very, very cool trick taker. It has a excellent little scoring mechanic in that you don't necessarily want to take the most tricks. Sometimes you want to take zero tricks. Zero tricks can net you big points. Getting too many tricks can net you 0 points. So you have to strike a nice balance, and then some of the cards have special powers. We love this game. So that's Fox in the Forest from Renegade Games. Moving along to the Thursday Crew. Thursday Crew is when some of the people from my board game group get together on a Thursday instead of our normal Sunday. It is always a good time. And this week we played Cretaceous Rails from Spielcraft Games. Normally, if you're new here, there would be pictures of the game actually being played, but Fox in the Forest and Cretaceous Rails I both forgot to take pictures of, so I'm using other pictures I've taken. This is Betty behind the box for Cretaceous Rails. Guys, Cretaceous Rails rules. Full review is coming at the end of this week, as they're getting ready to launch crowdfunding for a reprint of the game. But it is a route building game. It's a track pushing game. It is a set collection game, and it's all under the auspice of collecting dinosaurs for your new dino tourism resort. So after that, we played Wilmot's Warehouse, which, if you have not played it, I highly recommend. It's not really a game. We like to call it an activity, in that it is a shared storytelling experience where you are flipping over these random cards that have random pictures on them, placing them on the board to build a story together. They're all flipped face down after you show the card and put it on the board and explain why, like what the object is and how it relates to the story. And then after that, you have a set number of minutes, I believe 3 minutes, once all the cards are out on the board, to go through a separate deck that has matching cards on it, find all of the cards that are on the board, and place them where they are. And the goal is to get as close to 100% as you can. So you want your story to be memorable and weird and wacky. Ours was. It was very vulgar. I won't tell you what it was about, but we got 100%, so it worked. Wilmot's Warehouse is it's a A+ party game. Saturday night, I got together with a couple friends and we played some games at a bar. We started out that night with Big Shot from Playte Games. Big thanks to Playte for sending me a copy of this game. A review is coming in the future. Playte Games is a bidding game. You are bidding on lots of cubes, and lots like a lot, but also lots as in 4 cubes to a lot, that are randomly selected by a roll of the dice, and you are choosing the lot, and whoever wins the lot gets to place the cubes on these real estate parcels wherever they want. And then at the end of the game, whoever's color is most prevalent in each, well, no, when each parcel hits 7 cubes, whoever has the most wins that parcel. The goal is to have the most money. This is my first time playing it, and it was excellent. I really, really loved it. Can't wait to play it again. Next up was Pillars of the Earth. This was my game of the week for the week. I've been told it's a classic. I had never played it before, but it is just a worker placement Euro. It has an excellent, very cool worker placement mechanism where you can pay money when your worker is blind drawn out of a bag to place them on the board, or you can wait and let your turn go by to place them later for free, but your tasty spots might be gone. it was so easy to understand and had so much going on. So it was so easy to understand for a game that had a lot of things going on, and it was just, I loved it so much. I cannot wait to play it again. You'll hear me say that a lot. My group has good taste. Played another game of Startups from CMYK Games. You heard me mention this game last week. We played again. I'm still working on learning how to play this game. Not mechanically, but like strategy wise. I did a little better this time than the last time, but I still, did not win. But it's awesome. Startups rules. From there, we finished up the night with a game of Prey, which is from Playte Games. This is another very cool trick taker. The conceit of this one is that the cards are two-sided. The darker color on the top is the predator number, and the bottom number on the bottom of the card, the lighter color, is prey. You play 12 hands in each round, and you have rolled 2 six-sided die, and you are trying to get either the number of tricks on either of those die to get a point, and the first 2 points wins. So you have a goal of 1 of 2 numbers each round. And what's cool is you play the first 6 cards on the predator side, then you flip the deck and you play the second 6 cards on the prey side. So it's interesting decisions to make as when you're throwing off as to what card you might throw off, as well as when you're trying to win a trick, which card you might want to save for later rounds. Very cool. Moving on to our big Sunday meetup. This is something we do every single Sunday. Thursday crew kind of is too now, but Sunday is kind of a given. The group's getting together to play board games. We started off that with March of the Ants. This is the new expanded edition, I believe they call it, from Weird City Games. This is a 4X game, which I just learned what that means. I already kind of forgot. Where you play as ants who are battling for area control in various hexes along the Great Tunnel, and trying to collect resources, feed your ants, all kinds of different stuff to get points. It was very, very cool. A little long, but I think that was the learning game, and I really would look forward to playing it again. From there, we played Flip Tunes, which is a cool kind of deck builder-ish game of sorts. You're kind of set collection deck builder, trying to build the best 6-card tableau to get the highest score at the end of the game. You're pushing up to round 30, and then or not round 30, but a value of 30, and then whoever has the highest number once somebody reaches 30 is the winner. These cards all play off of each other, and you're just trying to call/collect cards to have the strongest deck. Super fun. I've played it on BGA a bunch of times, but this really locked in for me how to play. Playing with my hands always does. So excellent game. We played In the Footsteps of Darwin, which is from Hachette Games. This has some tile placement to it. Very cool, like movement, action selection, not movement, but action selection, multiple different ways to score. And I really, really dug it. I look forward to playing it again. And then we played Prey again because we loved it so much the night before. We decided to break it out and play it again. Nothing more to say about that. And that's everything we played this week. Last piece of business we have is Ultimate Game of the Week. Again, if you're new, Ultimate Game of the Week is a piece of Game of the Week, which is a hashtag on Instagram that I started, where players nominate the best game they played that week. And then on Monday, we put up a list of all of the nominees and we vote for our favorite game. Everybody chooses their top 3. Everybody in the Instagram board game community chooses their top 3. And whoever wins is the Ultimate Game of the Week. Voting is still alive, so we're going to have to go to Me From Tomorrow to find out who won. Take it away, Me From Tomorrow. Thanks, Me From yesterday. Lunch was great. It was leftover Pizza Hut for the 2nd day in a row. But now it's all gone, so we'll have to have something else tomorrow. Ultimate Game of the Week winner. Congratulations to Explorers of Navoria. That is a game I have not played yet, but I have heard good things about, and it was nominated by moments.gaming.together. So congratulations again to Explorers of Navoria. If you're interested in playing Game of the Week, it's over on Instagram. Drop me a line and I will add you to our super cool group chat. All right, back to Me From yesterday in the past. And that's everything we played this week. Last piece of business we have is Ultimate Game of the Week. Again, if you're new, Ultimate Game of the Week is a piece of Game of the Week, which is a hashtag on Instagram that I started, where players nominate the best game they played that week. And then on Monday, we put up a list of all of the nominees and we vote for our favorite game. Everybody chooses their top 3. Everybody in the Instagram board game community chooses their top 3. And whoever wins is the Ultimate Game of the Week. Voting is still alive, so we're going to have to go to Me From Tomorrow to find out who won. Take it away, Me From Tomorrow.